So you want organization tips that will change your life. So you want to be more productive this semester. Well, you came to the right place. I will teach you all my ways. First off, I want to show you guys this app called Flora. This is my first tip of the day. This app is really, really good. So this is basically just what it looks like. If I wanted to start a focus, I just click on start focus, and then it shows me all these different plants that I can click on. I click on a plant, I go to next, and then I can set the focus time to whatever focus I want it to be at. So say I want to focus for 30 minutes, I can set my break for 20, whatever it is. So, and there's also certain apps that you can allow or not allow. I allow all of my apps during when I study, but I probably shouldn't. So tracking the amount of time that you study can actually be really important also. Before we move on to the next tip, I just wanted to say that, and it kind of transfers into the SMART goals, which is what we're going to talk about next. Next tip is about goal setting and using SMART goals to your advantage, because actually, even though they sound a little bit stupid, a little bit like gimmicky, setting goals, at least to me it kind of has in the past, now I find that goal setting is actually really important, because if you don't set a goal in a very clear way, then it's hard to follow through with that goal. I want to show you guys actually my SMART goal of what's the month? It's August. My SMART goal of August is very clear, and there's a lot of different parts, a lot of different components to the goal. So I'm going to show that off. So basically, this is just the layout that I have for the SMART goal of August. As you can see, in each section, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, I decided to write about a paragraph or half a paragraph to each section. There's also a behavior tracking and addressing self-doubt section, just to make sure that the plan is soundproof. Soundproof? I don't know. Then on to tip 3. Tip 3 is going to be about study, backgrounds, vibes, music, all of that jazz. So this is the Hatch Generation 2 alarm clock. I like seeing the time on my desk, and also I like using it for background noise. There's a touchscreen at the top, and it just plays this noise and has this nice color in the background. I like having colors in the background, like candle lights, light colors. And then I can also make it a little bit brighter and noisier for when I'm studying in the dark. Yeah. And then I also like this cafe channel on Spotify. I'll have it linked below, and also I'll show it off in a minute, do a little voiceover again. This channel is called the Cafe Music BGM channel. It's also found on YouTube if you don't have Spotify. Maybe it's on Apple Music, I'm not sure. And I like a lot of their playlists. I think they're all pretty good. And tip number 4 is actually a really, really good tip. I think Google Sheets has completely changed my grades, and I think it has really, really helped with organizational skills. I'm going to show you guys the planner that I have for pre-calc, or not really the planner, but what I have set up for pre-calc. I'm going to show you guys what I have set up for my new classes that you guys can also use a template for. This is what I'm using to plan to prepare for pre-calc. It's basically just a simple completed, not completed. It shows me how far along I am in the process of finishing that course up. And this is a really, really great resource if you want to start to really plan for all of your classes this semester. I actually did not make this Google Sheet. I found a template, and I'll have it linked below. My tip 5 is going to be try things out slowly. You don't have to do everything all at once and then just quit everything kind of just because you threw yourself into so many different avenues. Try out different tools and see what works for you, because what works for me and what works for you might be different, So like for me, daily planning, I can't do it. I cannot plan for a day, but I can plan for the entire week, right? Like I can set goals for the week. I can't set goals for a day because I fluctuate a lot on the amount of time that I study. Hopefully you were able to gain some new ideas on strategies, on ways to study better and be more organized. I don't know, let me know in the comments below. But that's it for this video. Good luck on your new semester, and bye!